What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. And I got asked a very interesting question, bro. Dudes were like, yo, listen, what are the top three diamond, the team diamond players that are coming out in Madden 19? And off the jump, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, Tom Brady, Julio Jones, and Jalen Ramsey. Now, a lot of you guys don't really understand why it's important to know who are the best out of everything, because you guys think that everybody, because it says Team Diamond, they're good cards. That doesn't, listen, that's a myth, bro. Just because it's a Team Diamond, that doesn't mean that it's a good card. So you have to be very, very careful what you choose to invest in. Because if you do the wrong thing to start, you're going to have a very, very long uphill battle that I don't want you to have. Okay? So this is what we're going to talk about right now. Why do I think that Tom Brady is going to be one of the best diamonds available? Let me go ahead and explain something to you. Tom Brady is Tom Brady, and EA Sports loves them some Tom Brady. Any chance that they get to do anything with Tom Brady, that dude is going to be putting in work. You know what I'm saying? In the game. And I know a lot of you guys that are coming off of Madden 18, you're like, yo, bro, the quarterbacks, they didn't really matter. The way they were throwing the ball and stuff like that. Go back to the beginning of Madden 18 before the patch, right? What was the biggest problem? Go ahead, write it in the comments. What was the biggest problem in Madden 18 at the launch? The only issue that was really, really glaring and bad. All right. I'm gonna check the comments and see what happened. What you guys wrote there, right? If you guys didn't write dropping the ball, then you guys didn't play Madden at launch, because that was the only problem. The players dropped the ball regardless of what their catch rating was, and it didn't matter. The quarterbacks were very, very pinpoint accurate if you had a good quarterback. The accuracy was very, very up to date. It was very, very good. For instance, I started off and I was rocking a Phillip Rivers gauntlet card, right? And Phillip Rivers was so good that I was using him like pretty much most of the year. Like, he was just really, really good. He didn't have a lot of throw power. He wasn't really, a fast runner or anything like that, but he was pinpoint accurate, okay? And every throw that he made sense. After the game was patched, that changed a little bit. And after every patch after, it became a little worse, okay? But at the launch of the game, what's going to happen is I don't expect them to do an immediate patch unless something is glaringly wrong with the game, okay? Madden 17, for instance, when Madden 17 was released, you were able to tell online if your opponent was running or passing. So what would happen is dudes would be run committing because they know it was a run. They would be pass committing because they know it was a pass. Very, very bad thing on EA's part what happened in Madden 17. So they had to do an early patch, and that patch also messed up a lot of other things that were going on within the game. But at launch, Tom Brady Team Diamond should be the most accurate quarterback. And the reason that I say the most accurate is because they're going to want to make sure that all of his attributes are very, 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 very good. Because what that does for everybody else is a person that has that card is going to promote that card on social media. They're going to say how good the card is, and that helps them to get more people to want to get that Tom Brady card. Okay, so an example of what I'm trying to say is this, right? He's going to be a little bit better than this core elite Brady. Okay, so this core elite Brady that's right here, his throw power is better, the throw deep, everything is better because it's Team Diamonds and they want to start it off a little bit better. Yeah, Tom Brady's getting older, but he was still the NFL MVP last season, so it is what it is. Okay, so just thinking about it along those lines, his stats are going to be very, very similar to something like that with a little bit more of an upgrade. Okay, now, once you realize that Tom Brady is that dude, should you go out of your way to get him? That depends. That depends on if you're going, you're trying to get millionaire status within the first week of Madden, if you're trying to power up other cards. Because remember, investing in one thing is going to cost you with everything else that you want to do. So if you just want to make sure that, you have a good quarterback, you have a good wide receiver, and you have a good user linebacker, if that's your focus, then you have to make sure you do all of that while you're still gaining coins. So everything else that's not going towards that, you're putting it towards getting coins. Okay? Team Diamonds are expected to be very, very expensive. So I don't think you're going to get my top three. If you do, within the first day, tweet it to me at GmiasWorld. I'll be very, very impressed. If you get my top three, which are Tom Brady, Jalen Ramsey, and Julio Jones, bruh, tweet it to me. Bruh, ASAP. It's absolutely 100% getting a retweet. But let me just tell you this right now. Depending on how he plays, he's going to be the number one quarterback for a while. Even when they do the first promo with like the preseason team of the week, because regardless of who the team of the week players are, they won't have that Team Diamond status of Tom Brady. because most of the veterans are not going to be playing throughout the preseason until probably like the last game, and they'll play very minimal snaps. So he's going to be a quarterback you're going to be able to have for at least a couple months, maybe longer. All right? Now, when we go to Julio Jones, right? Julio Jones is going to be more of a card that's going based off name. But the reason that I like Julio Jones is because he has a very, very high threshold catching, speed, and height. All right? And those are all the things that I'm looking for at launch. Now, if you take a look at his core elite to start Madden 18, this card was going for like 700K, like first week. All right? Very, very similar to his Team Diamond stats and everything like that. So what's going to happen is this, right? You're going to have to decide, or we are all going to have to decide, if catching matters, if you could really run past a corner and they don't do that wiggly thing where the corner stays in front of you no matter how slow they are. Very, very annoying. If that doesn't happen, guys, this card is going to probably be at 1 million coins. Okay? If you're able to run by a defender in Madden 19, this card is going to be 1 million coins. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like the Team Diamond, bruh, hardcore serious business, I'm telling you right now. So if you're not able to understand, or you haven't played Madden in the previous years, you probably don't understand what I'm talking about as far as beating a corner. What happened was, when they started to focus on thresholds, they made it so that zone coverage would like kind of counteract speed. So if you had like a Terrence Newman that had like a 93 zone and an 84 speed, he would stay with a 99 speed Randy Moss. Yeah, it seems stupid, but that's what EA did. So if those things still happen, if you're not able to logically run down the field, and once you're going step for step, run past the corner, that's going to be a very, very huge problem. Okay? So his price will be high, but it won't be as high because people will already know, all right, I can't do the same things. And I'm going to let you know. You better believe that. I'm going to let you know right off the jump because I'm going to be testing out all of these cards for the most part. For the ones I can get my hands on with the height and speed, I'm going to test them out and see what they can do. Okay? Through testing them out, we will determine if we set the value that high. So at least we won't be being idiots, and we'll understand that it's still the same exact thing from before. So we're just going to get what we can afford at the time and continue to stack coins and go after being a millionaire. Okay? So that's two different ways. If we don't see it where Julio Jones is really Julio Jones at launch, or Randy Moss is really Randy Moss, the legend one, at launch, we're going to avoid that. Let everybody else spend the coins, and then if we pull stuff like, a portion that goes into that Randy Moss set or whatever it is, we're selling. All right? We also have to see about like the, beating the press, the release and stuff like that. We got to see how that works because in Madden 18, there was a weird thing where there's like a force field, like you were in an X-Men game and dude's not even next to you, but they're pressing you and it's a whole force field. Very, very ridiculous and things I've never thought in my life I would ever see anything like that, but it happened. If that's still going on in 19, that's going to also be an issue. And I'm going to point that out as well, okay? Because that doesn't make any sense, and that's going to affect the way that we pick and choose our wide receivers at launch. So we got to be very, very aware of that, okay? And I'm going to make sure I keep you guys informed with that so that we don't go out and start spending unnecessary money and really hurt our pockets early when the card overall really doesn't matter, okay? Now that we got that, we go finally to my third top pick of Team Diamonds, Jalen Ramsey. Why do I think Jalen Ramsey is going to be a god? Because they've always catered to the defense over the last couple years. Okay, so if they make it not as offensively geared, he's going to be a god in the game just because his stats at launch as a Team Diamond is unbelievable. It's ridiculous. It's outrageous. So he is the best corner in the league, so he deserves that. If you guys think somebody else is a better cornerback than Jalen Ramsey, please leave it in the comments so I can see it and just laugh hysterically. It'll help me get through my day. If you guys even think about saying Team Diamond Xavier Rhodes, or even think about saying that Xavier Rhodes is better than Ramsey in real life, just write it in the comments because I want to laugh till I throw up. All right. So anyway, right, this card is going to be very, very expensive. We're just thinking about the Team Diamond in Madden 19, right? It's going to be very, very expensive. This is why. He's going to be able to keep up with every single wide receiver at launch, including Randy Moss, who will be the fastest, tallest, other than Tyreek Hill, he'll be the most sought after card, which will be Randy Moss. He's going to be the Randy Moss stopper. So if you have a team diamond Jalen Ramsey, you don't have to worry about a side of the field. Okay? Pretty much Revis Island, Deion Sanders, like that kind of stuff, when they were playing, that's pretty much what Jalen Ramsey's going to be. Okay? If you're able to get a team diamond Jalen Ramsey, and you probably got a gauntlet player in Alexander from Green Bay, right? And you trying to figure, bro, should I get rid of Ramsey now while he's very expensive and just keep my free gauntlet player? I would probably tell you to sell Jalen Ramsey. And I'm going to tell you why. If the thresholds for zone and stuff like that, like I just spoke about, is still the same, we won't need Jalen Ramsey as much as everybody else that's going based on the card name will need Jalen Ramsey. It won't be the same viewpoint. So we don't have to worry about how spectacular our team looks at launch by getting Jalen Ramsey and losing out on millions of coins if we were able to put them together for very cheap. I want to point that out simply because we're going to be able to take advantage of a lot more than other users in the game if we think smart at launch. Okay? Is he part of my top 3? Absolutely. If I can get 1 million coins for him, he is gone. You know, depending on how much I spent to get him or whatever was going on, this man is getting rage sold ASAP. Not because I don't think he's the best corner, but because we're making a logical decision to make sure that our coin value is very, very high. Okay? But he is going to be the number 1 corner in Madden 19 at launch. Team Diamond Jalen Ramsey. There is no doubt in my mind about it. Okay? So those are my top 3 Team Diamonds. And those are the ones that you should be looking to get. Everything else that's there, they're You know, they got a lineman there that's pretty good, but I don't know how linemen are going to perform. I don't know if they're going to actually block people in front of them yet. I have to wait to see that. And those are the things I'm going to have to be testing out to continue to deliver you the A+ content that you guys look for. Because I don't want to give you guys information that's not valid or something that I don't follow. I don't want to ever do that. So in order to prevent myself from doing that, you guys have to give me the time to test the cards out as I give you the content. That way, when you go out into a head-to-head and you run into an idiot that has these cards, and they think, oh yeah, bro, I got all these Team Diamonds, and you got like idiots that's out there, you already know that they don't really mean anything, it's going to be a smirk on your face. Because you already know that this dude right here is about to get the business. So that's pretty much the mindset I want you guys leaving with. I want you guys to be prepared because we're going to be running through Madden 19 very, very seriously. And our teams are going to be godlike. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you've enjoyed what you've heard. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Have a great day. One love.